Hello, it's so nice to be with you. As you know, the topic that we are going to develop today is quantifiers. But before or to begin with the lesson today, let us have some definitions. What are quantifiers? Here you have it, okay? A quantifier is a word or phrase that states the number or amount of something. Examples: one, two, few, a great deal of. Okay? Remember, a quantifier is a word, one, two, few, or phrase, a great deal of. Here you have also some sentences, some sample sentences. I bought one book. Here you have a word, and it is stating a number. Okay? Now you have the other sentence. I need a lot of money. A lot of is the quantifier. This is a phrase, okay? And it is not giving you a number. It is giving you an amount, okay? Now, let us continue. Let us see something else. Let us define something else. It is something that you have studied before, but it is important for you to remember. Countable nouns. What are countable nouns? They are words that can be counted. They are nouns that can be counted. And since you can count them, then it is possible to have the singular and also the plural form. So you can talk about one apple, or you can talk about two or three or four apples. Okay? Let us see the last example that we have here. We have grape, singular, and we have grapes, plural. So remember, what is a countable noun? It is nouns that can be counted. Now, besides countable nouns, we also have non-count nouns. They also receive the name of mass nouns. Mass nouns name a mass or a quality that is not countable. Examples: water, salt, sugar, hair, and so on. Is it possible to, to count water? Can you say, give me 2 waters or 3 waters? No, that is illogical, okay? And also, you cannot say, give me 3 milks. That would be illogical. No, give me 3 glasses of milk, okay? So count nouns, things that you can count. Mass nouns or non-count nouns, things that you cannot count. Okay? Now, why do we need to distinguish between count nouns and mass nouns? Okay, here you have the answer. Identifying count and mass nouns would make us communicate our ideas better. Imagine saying milks, salts, or butters. No. Obviously, these nouns are incorrect forms because they are mass nouns that need counters. It is to say quantifiers for measurement. Okay? Now that we have studied these basic concepts, let us continue with our grammar charts. We know the meaning of quantifier and the meaning of count nouns. Let us combine two of them. Here on this side, you have several examples of quantifiers. One, every, two, several, few, a few, many, a great many. Okay? Now let us combine these quantifiers with a count noun. Let us see the other column. What do we have here? We have store. What is store? Store is a count noun. That is something that you can count. So you may say 1 store, 2 stores, 3 stores, and so on. Okay, but one is a quantifier. There are some others, as we have seen. So we have every store. Every store is open. 2 stores are open. Several stores are open. Few stores are open. A few stores are open. Many stores are open, and a great many stores are open. what do we have here? Remember, we have a combination of quantifier and count nouns. Now, one question. Is it possible to combine one of these quantifiers with a mass noun? What do you think? Well, it is not possible, okay? Look at this sentence. I need one water. No, that is incorrect. You cannot say there are two waters on the table. No, okay? Now, this group of quantifiers can be combined only with count nouns, okay? Only with count nouns. But now let us see the next chart. There is also another group of quantifiers, another set of quantifiers that you can combine with non-count nouns. Remember another name for non-count? Yes, mass nouns. Okay, but let us see the group of quantifiers: little, a little, much, and a great deal of. Is it possible to combine this group of quantifiers with count nouns? The answer is no. You can combine them only with non-count nouns. Let us see the examples. They have little money. She has a little money. Does he have much money? He owns a great deal of money. Okay? Remember, this group of quantifiers can be combined only with non-count nouns. Now, there is something else. Here we have a group of quantifiers that can be combined with count and non-count nouns. So it is possible to combine them with any count or non-count. For example, we have here no. That is a quantifier, okay? And then let us see the example here with a non-count noun. They have no rules. Okay, remember that rules is a count noun. So you can speak about one rule, two rules, several rules, and so on. So here you have a count noun. It is possible to combine no with a count noun. Again, the example, they have no rules. Now let us see the combination of no with a non-count noun. They have no insurance. You see, it is possible to combine no with count and non-count nouns. Here we have another example, the word or the quantifier some. Example, they have some books. Books is a count noun in the plural form. And let us see the other example. They have some cash. Okay, cash is a mass noun, a non-count noun. And the last example that we have here with the sentence, a lot of or lots of. He has a lot of clients or he has lots of clients. Okay, we combine a lot of with a count noun in the plural form. Now let us see the other example. He has a lot of patience. Patience is a mass noun, a non-count noun. Or you may say, he has lots of patience. In your material, you have examples for any, enough, plenty of, most, and all. What do you have to remember about this group of quantifiers? Okay, you have to remember that it is possible to combine them with count and non-count nouns. So it is possible to combine them with the two of them. Okay? Now, let us recap a little bit. Let us remember some things that we have already mentioned in this video. Number one, quantifiers state the number or amount of something and can be single words or phrases. Look at the first example. I bought one mango. Okay, in this case, one, which is the quantifier, is stating a number, and it is a single word. Now, let us see example number 2. There is a great deal of money in my account. That is not true, of course, but anyway, a great deal of is a quantifier, but it is not a single word. What is it? It is a phrase, okay? And it is not stating a number. It is stating an amount, okay? So a quantifier states the number or amount of something and can be single words or phrases. Something else to remember. Look at this. Quantifiers are used with both nouns and pronouns. How is it? Let us see the examples. A lot of people stay home on vacation. Most of us stay at home on vacation. So you have a lot of the people, okay, people is a noun, and then you have most of us as is a pronoun. So what is the thing to remember? That quantifiers are used with both nouns and pronouns. Okay, something else to remember. Quantifiers are often used alone if the noun or pronoun has just been mentioned, as in a question. Let us see the example. Look at this dialogue. A. Have you made many friends here? What is the quantifier? Which word is the quantifier? Yes, it is the word many, okay? And it is working with friends. That is a noun in the plural form. So friend is a count noun. Now let us see the answer. B. Yes, I have made a lot. A lot of what? A lot of friends, of course, but you don't repeat the word friends. You just finish the sentence with the quantifier. Okay? So let us recap again. Quantifiers are often used alone if the noun or pronoun has just been mentioned, as in a question. Okay? It would be awkward if you keep repeating the question that you have been asked. Listen to this. Have you made many friends here? Yes, I have made a lot of friends. No, that doesn't sound natural. Okay? So quantifiers are often used alone if the noun or pronoun has just been mentioned. But let us see something else. Number 2, some quantifiers are used with singular count nouns. For example, one, each, every. Remember, every time you have the quantifier one, each, every, what do you have after that? You have a singular count noun. Let us see the example. We were able to solve every problem. Okay, so after every, which is a quantifier, you have a count noun in the singular form. When you say the phrase every problem, you have plural in your mind, but grammatically it is singular. Okay, every problem. After every, you have a singular count noun. Now, let us continue with the other line. Some quantifiers are used with plural count nouns. A dozen, several, few. In other words, after after a dozen, after several, after few, you have a count noun in the plural form. Okay? Let us see the examples. We bought a few souvenirs. We bought a few avocados. We bought a few tortillas. So after a few, after several, after dozen, you have plural, plural, a count noun in the plural form. Now, let us see the other line. Some quantifiers are used with non-count nouns. In other words, mass nouns. So when you see a great deal of or a great amount of, what do you have after that? You have a mass noun, a non-count noun. Let us see the example that we have here. She earns a great deal of money. Okay, so you have after a great deal of, you can have a mass noun. You can have a non-count noun. And now let us see the last one in this chart. Some quantifiers are used with both plural count nouns and non-count nouns. And we have to remember them, okay? After no, we can have plural or we can have a mass noun. After any, after some, after enough, and after some others, we can have a plural count noun or a non-count noun. Let us see the example. I have no plans to travel. Okay? After no, we have a count noun in the plural form. I have no plans to travel. And let us see the other one. I have no cash to pay you. So I'm sorry, I won't be able to pay you. I have no cash. After no, we have a non-count noun. We have one more note. Quantifiers such as most of and many of can be followed by a singular or a plural verb depending on the noun that follows. How is that understood? Let us look at this. In this sentence, you have most of. In the other sentence, you have most of, the same quantifier. But let us look at the verb. In the first sentence, we have most of, and the verb is has, a verb in the singular form. In the second sentence, we have most of again, but let us look at the verb. We have, and we know that have is the plural form. Then we may ask ourselves, well, if I have most of, should I use singular or plural when talking about the verb? Well, it all depends on the noun that is after most of. Look at the first sentence. Most of the food. Food is a mass noun. It is singular. Okay, then I have has. Let us look at the other sentence. We have most of, and then we have students. Students is a count noun in the plural form. Then the verb has to be plural. Okay? So let us remember, after most of, you can have a singular or plural, depending on the noun that follows most of. Okay, you have food, singular, as a singular. You have students, plural, then you have plural. We have come to the end of our lessons. Remember, there are more grammar notes to be studied. What do you have to do? Simply read them in your book, okay? Make an effort, try to understand, and get ready to help others. In case of doubt, ask your classmates or your tutor. Remember, trying to help one another is one way of learning better. Okay, wish you the best. Bye.